everyone, so today I'm just going to be doing my episode review of The Walking Dead Season 4, Episode 3, Isolation. I wish I would have started doing these for when Season 4 started, but I just thought of the idea now, and I'm really excited to get this series started on my vlog channel. As you guys know, I'm a huge fan of The Walking Dead, and I decided to make video reviews / predictions for you guys on this channel, kind of like my thoughts of the episodes and stuff like that, so I hope you guys like it, and I'm just going to go ahead and get started with this video review. And keep in mind that if you have not already seen the episode 3, Isolation, don't watch because I would hate to be the one to spoil it for you. Okay, so I think this was a really great episode. Quite a bit of significant things that happened in this episode. So it started off with, obviously Tyrese is extremely upset that someone has murdered and barbecued his little lover, Karen, and of course the other dude, David. Of course, we find out later that Carol was the one who did it, which, whew, I was surprised, but I will talk about that later because I kind of want to go in order. Tyrese is really upset, and he's, going to Rick saying, "You are going to find who did this and bring him to me." And he and Rick end up getting in a fight just because Tyrese is kind of a little crazy about this whole situation, and it looks like Rick has kind of, messed up Tyrese's eye in some way, and Rick has a sprained wrist now from that fight. So I mean, I was kind of like, it was kind of an exciting scene, but I think it was kind of unnecessary. Come on guys, we really need to be fighting. And I also think that Tyrese going crazy, out of his mind from Karen's death, is a little ridiculous, just because, I mean, like Beth said in episode 1, 30 Days Without an Accident, people are gonna die, and you really shouldn't cry anymore. If a 17-year-old girl can get over her boyfriend dying, then I think 30-year-old man can get over his girlfriend dying. So, but anyways, I think Tyrese was a little, I mean, he's going crazy, and I understand that, but everyone loses people, and I think he kind of just needs to get over it. But I kind of enjoyed that little fight between him and Rick, and it was really cool when Daryl tried to pull Rick off of him, and Rick was like, "Let go of me," The group that goes on a supply run and runs into the huge herd of walkers. I think that is an amazing scene. It's just so cool because I think that's probably the most walkers we've ever seen in one area. I mean, in season 2, the herd that invaded the farm was pretty big, but this one the camera panned and it just showed that it was a never-ending herd of walkers, and I can't wait to see what happens with that in the next episode. But I also think this is so funny. This happened to Lori in season 2. When you're driving, you're the only one on the road, and you still manage to get in a semi-accident. Daryl's driving. I mean, obviously they're distracted by the radio. Sounds like someone might be having signal on the radio, which is pretty cool. We hear the word alive and then a ton of static. So maybe someone's alive, broadcasting on radio and stuff like that. And then Daryl's kind of messing with the dial, and then he looks up and he's like, "Uh-oh." And he hits a walker, and then of course he just sees the whole sea of walkers, which personally, as soon as I saw that herd, I would have just kicked it in reverse, but I mean, I guess there wasn't enough time for that. They swarmed the car, and Tyrese, I think it was a little unrealistic that Tyrese didn't get killed, because those walkers they literally could have touched him. So I think, I don't know, I should have taken him out, whatever. But we do see that he ended up getting away, but we don't see if he's bit or not. I think that's definitely a possibility. He was kind of limping / having trouble walking. Maybe he was just out of breath. But again, a really cool scene, and I can't wait to see what happens. I don't know how far away they were from the prison, if they can get back on foot, and obviously they just lost that car, and now they won't be able to get back with any medication, which is, oh my, they really need the medication because Glenn is sick. Absolutely heartbroken that Glenn is sick. I love Glenn. We have heard that in the comics, Glenn is already dead and should have been dead a season ago, but he is a fan favorite, and I think they should keep him on. I think he should be him and Sasha, who are both sick, should be the characters, the first ones to survive the disease. I think it'd be really cool. Plus, can you just imagine what a wreck Maggie would be? I mean, and I wanted to see their wedding, and I really want them to have a baby, so if Glenn lives, I really hope they have a baby, because I think that'd be so exciting, and it'd just be so cute. Plus then Judith would have a little playmate. And then we see Herschel wants to go into the woods to get some herbs to help the people with their fever, and the Woodbury people who are sick. And Carl's like, where are you going, Herschel? Okay, so obviously I didn't care about Carl in season 1 because he was just a child. In season 2, he was a brat. Okay, we all know he was a brat in season 2. Season 3, he manned up, and I loved him a lot. And in season 4, I think he's like really attractive for, you know, like a 13, 14-year-old, and I really love his character, and I think he's really tough and stuff, and I'm super glad that Rick finally gave him his gun back. But what is with him tattling? Where are you going? And Herschel's like, oh, I'm just gonna go out into the forest. He's like, I can't let you do that. And Herschel's like, watch me go. Like, you can't tell me what to do. He's like, okay, well, you can go, but I'm gonna have to tell my dad. Like, seriously, Carl, is that really necessary? Like, no. Really bothers me because what else did he say? You know, like, he's just tattling on to Rick about everything. Like, is that necessary? No. So that was annoying. But then I think they have a really cool scene where they go into the woods, and then they Herschel collects his little herbs, and then they find a tent. And I mean, I find it hard to believe that they've never noticed that tent before, but they don't go and investigate it or anything. And then they find, obviously there's the random walker that's like stuck in the tree roots. Pretty cool. And then they have this walker who comes, and she has some sort of animal trap on her leg, as if she's walked into a trap. And I think that's could be pretty significant. Maybe there's other people trapping things in the woods. That was a pretty cool scene. And then Herschel's an idiot. What was he doing? He obviously is really sweet for going in and giving the people the tea and stuff like that, but the Dr. S guy was like coughing up blood, and he just sprays it all over Herschel's face. And Herschel, like an idiot, takes off his mask and wipes his face off, and then like puts his hand on the guy and is like, blah, blah, blah. And then he's going around to all the people giving them their tea, not having his mask on, and I'm like, I can understand if Herschel's suicidal. Like, it's come to that, you know, thing where like everybody might be like not caring if they get the disease now, but like that's just kind of selfish, because now that this Dr. S guy, which I don't think he's a real doctor, and if he is, he doesn't know what he's doing, because he was putting his like ear on that guy's chest who had just died to see if there's a heartbeat. Anyone who is smart would know to take their pulse on their wrist, because he was getting so close to him, like he could have gotten sick too, and he did. So I don't know, I think that guy's kind of sketchy, but obviously he was very knowledgeable about the disease. But anyways, I think it'd be very selfish of Herschel, after Maggie already told him, don't go in there and give those people the herbs. The least he could do is wear his mask, because if he gets the disease, how selfish of him to die, because then they won't have any people with any medical information, because obviously that guy's probably going to die unless they come back with the antibiotics. And he'd be leaving behind Maggie and Beth, and I think that's just dumb. And then, of course, we have Lizzie is sick now, or she kind of seemed like she might be faking it, but I don't know, maybe that was just the actor. She was kind of just like, Carol, I don't feel so well, and I was just like, okay, I don't know. Anyways, and then, of course, we get to the end where Carol killed Karen and David, which I think was such a cool scene when she was being all like having some emotional turmoil, because first she was in the river trying to fix the hose, like the filter on the hose, and there were walkers literally about to eat her, and she was just frantically trying to get the hose done, and she did not even care, and Rick had to like save her. That was dumb. And then she goes knocking over all their fresh water, and then Rick's like, Carol, did you kill Karen and David? And she's like, yes. And she walks away, and it was just so cool. And I mean, I guess I could see her motive, just like, I'm sure what was going through her mind was, okay, 2 people have this disease now. If I kill them, no one else will have it. And that totally made sense, but it had already spread by then and stuff like that. I don't think she's a cold-blooded murderer. I don't think she would really have any reason to do that other than that. But I'm really excited for next week's episode. You know, also, Tyrese said, you bring whoever did this, bring him to me. What, is he gonna like beat up Carol, kill Carol? I don't know. That'd be kind of weird. And I can't wait to see like what happens. Is Rick gonna tell everyone about that? And like Daryl said some pretty harsh things about what he was gonna do to whoever did that. And you know, we've got the little Daryl and Carol potential romance going on there. So very interesting stuff happened in this episode, and I think it was a really great episode. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, what you think is going to happen and what you think of last night's episode. And I will see you guys next week on my vlog channel for my next video review of next week's episode 4, called Indifference. And until then, I'll see you guys on my main channel, Miss Glitter 24/7. I also have another vlog on this channel coming to you tomorrow. So see you guys later. Bye!